Well, Peter Vermees said they were losing at New England, and at halftime he looked at everybody in the locker room and said, is this who you want to be in 2023?
We're not aggressive in the way we're playing. We're not. So we have to make a decision, or you guys have to make a decision what you want to do. Because obviously, it's for some reason, it's not there. It's not in you.
Peter Vermees told us at halftime of that game, he said, if you guys have quit, let me know. They said, no, we haven't.
I'm not asking you to do it for me. Do it for yourselves. Because you're not going after it right now. You're not. It has to change. Either it's changing here today with me or it's going to change with somebody else. I don't give a shit. You need to change it. What you're telling me is you don't want to play, that's a whole different thing. Change our mentality. We have to change it now. Now.
They lost that game, but in the second half, he saw fight, he saw belief, he saw a quiet confidence that they could right the ship. Well, guess what? You've seen that on October 29th. This team believes that they've got something going for them, and they've done it tonight.
He has space in Dembe! Voltaire! And in! The lead again! Oh! What a goal! 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞𝐯𝐞! And in! And it's 4! It seemed dead. 10 games in, just 3 points, just 3 goals scored. Nobody in blue quit on this season. Dembe! At this point, though, with this performance, the question has got to be, how far can Sporting Kansas City go in these playoffs?
You know, none of us expected it to be that long before we won a game.
I don't know how you fix it. I'm going to be completely honest. We just don't look anything like the team that we were. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to fix it.
I think we faced a lot of adversity early on.
I think all of us just took a real hard look in the mirror and just said, okay, almost like there is nothing to lose now. This is the worst it's going to get. So when you're at rock bottom, you can only go up.
And I remember very vividly saying to the guys, hey, look, we have to be us. We have to go play our style. I think it was music to the players' ears because that's why they're here. That's how they feel most comfortable.
It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Seattle. The Sounders are off to an impressive start on the season. The question today is, can Sporting Kansas City turn things around and get their first win of the season here at Lumen Field?
We got a little retreat and we just felt a little bit different about each other, you know, trying to help and play for each other.
I just think that game, all of us kind of had like a moment where, like, gotta give everything. Like, once we give everything, and if it's not enough, okay.
Fry clears it up the field to 𝐁𝐞, wins the header, but heads it into the path of Remy Voltaire to Eric Tommy. Tommy now to 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞. 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞 into the box, slides it across. Here comes 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞 and Eric Tommy, and it's in! 4 minutes in, and Sporting Kansas City have taken the lead in Seattle.
Sporting Kansas City delivering a message at Lumen Field.
We got a relatively early goal, and then all of a sudden it brought life to the entire group. And then everyone all over the field was running everywhere, competing for everything, defending really well.
Here's a ball through to Polito, and Polito doubles Sporting KC's advantage. The tables have turned at Lumen Field.
Alan Polito's long wait for a goal is over.
Empezamos a obtener ese triunfo en Seattle, el 2-1, me tocó marcar a mí el gol y obviamente me puse muy contento, muy emocionado, mi primer gol en la MLS, un partido oficial en el cual, pues bueno, recuerdas muchos momentos, ¿no? Y de lo que pasó atrás, y más que ayudes a tu equipo a obtener 3 puntos, para mí fue algo maravilloso.
Sporting Kansas City will not go quietly into the night.
After the Seattle game, kind of laid out a sort of a plan through the rest of the year to the guys. As we get to Leagues Cup, our objective has to be to either we're in a position in the playoffs or we're like right there. We're within, you know, striking distance.
Voltaire, back, 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞, goal!
You know, you're just ticking one off every game.
That's good. That's incredible.
You know, results were still sort of up and down.
4-0 from St. Louis City.
It remains LAFC in front.
We always took one game at a time 3 points at a time, trying to get the result.
And it goes into the back corner. 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞𝐞 though in the back of the net.
Y obviamente, pues bueno, contento porque empecé a marcar goles, empecé a llenarme de confianza, empecé a soltarme más después de mi lesión. Y lo más bueno de todo esto es que ayudé a mi equipo a lograr triunfos, ¿no? Y con eso, pues bueno, fuimos escalando un poco la tabla.
Sporting Kansas City are surging.
What I think has helped us a lot is that ever since May, every game to us has meant so much more. Like we'd get a point on the road and we'd be like, oh man, we lost 2 points. Whereas in the past, you're like, oh, we got a point on the road, that's pretty good. So we had a different mentality.
Coming down the stretch, we knew we had to pretty much win all those games.
Johnny Russell!
SKC get one back against St. Louis.
I think we could have probably lost 3 games, and we lost 3 games.
Here comes Miami!
The goal, 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞𝐞.
All Nashville.
Williagana puts it away.
It's not been a good evening for Kansas City. It's 1-0, and it is 2!
We just wanted to be in with a chance on decision day.
Welcome inside Children's Mercy Park. It is match day 34, the final game of the regular season, otherwise known as Decision Day. A win and a little bit of help, and Sporting Kansas City will be into the 2023 postseason.
What I tried to do with the guys is I tried to keep them focused on one thing. The only thing that we needed to do in the game was win, and the other is that we're not going to pay attention to any of the other results. We need to do our job first. If we win, then we give ourselves a chance. If we don't win, it doesn't matter. All the other teams could have lost, but then we're out anyway. So we have to win.
They're trying to become the first team ever in MLS history to go winless over their first 10 games, then make it to the playoff.
Well, they've been in the hunt. Now they have a chance tonight. First order of business, take care of 3 points.
I don't even know if I was supposed to play that game. I hadn't trained all week. And then it was really a decision that was made at the stadium when we got there.
Johnny Russell on the right-hand side, cutting into the box, gets past the first defender, shot, and that is in! Johnny Russell puts SKC ahead, 1-0. What a moment, what a goal. And this time, a dog pile on the captain, Johnny Russell. 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞𝐞 sends it across, Remy Voltaire's there, and he makes it 2!
C'est magnifique, Voltaire! 2-0 Sporting!
And the crowd is going absolutely wild.
45 minutes of exactly what we just done in this first half. We will win this game. Best way we've won in the playoffs as well. You've got to believe that.
This time, Boxall tries to clear. Russell blocks it. Russell puts it away. That should just about do it. The captain, Johnny Russell, might have just sent Sporting Kansas City into the postseason.
Late in the game, I came off. And it was like 90 minutes. I was like, right, you have to tell me, how's it looking? So I asked someone behind me and he says, at this moment you're in. We're just waiting on the San Jose game finishing.
So I was excited, but then everyone's watching the screen and I was like, what's going on? After that I realized like, oh, this matters too, home or away game. Pues bueno, estábamos entusiasmados de que ya pitaran porque queríamos estar en los playoffs y justo se dio el silbatazo y empezamos a yo creo que celebramos más el triunfo de ellos. El empate más que nosotros mismos.
The match has gone final in San Jose. Sporting Kansas City will be hosting a wild card playoff game at midweek here at Children's Mercy Park. From out of the playoffs to hosting a playoff match. Decision day drama did not disappoint.
Such a difficult season, so just that weight off your shoulders that you've gave everything you could to get back to that situation. You know that it's all been worth it.
You guys got rewarded today. That team's now going to come here on Wednesday night and play us. We got to come do the same again. You got to be ready for it. Great job.
I told the guys going into the San Jose game, I said that I think this will be the hardest game that we'll play in the playoffs. And I thought that because you have this huge emotional uplift of achieving what you wanted to, and that was make it into the playoffs, which they did. And now you're at home a few days later, and now you got to play again, and it's really easy for you to have this big drop in your intensity and all your effort and everything.
Chip the keeper, and that one batted out and behind.
The first 20 minutes of the game, I remember saying to a couple of the coaches, like, this is exactly what we thought it was going to be. Like, we just got to keep ourselves in the game. We got to keep ourselves in the game.
And now the winner decided by Pete Hayes. Here comes Johnny Russell stepping up to the spot. Johnny Russell buries it.
But he's a feisty one, isn't he? He's a competitor, Johnny Russell.
In that particular moment, my mindset was I just played a playoff game where I had 0 shots on goal. Now it was my opportunity and my turn to help our team.
Espinoza saved by Tim Melia again. Wow.
I always tell them, if we lose in penalties, it's on us, Timmy. It's definitely not going to be on you. So you just do your job, we'll do ours, and we'll be fine.
Tommy puts it away, no questions.
And Kinda buries it.
𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞𝐯 doing what he needs to do.
We go to the final round of the 5.
I don't think people actually understand how the stadium, like, everybody's watching you when the stadium's quiet. I actually felt very confident taking that penalty. I remember Z, our assistant coach, he was giving us the order and he picked me. He was like, Daniel, you have to fifth the winner.
Shalloway! And Sporting Kansas City advance!
I immediately pointed at Timmy because he was the hero that day.
First team to make the postseason after going winless in their first 10 games. The best team in a number of categories since the start of May. And now, Sporting Kansas City are starting to write an incredible postseason story.
We always knew that if we were getting past San Jose, we had to go to St. Louis. And I think it was almost like ceremonial in the sense of like how our season went to actually then go play our rival. It was just another test, and it was another opportunity for us to rally around our own identity and what we're capable as a group and show that in one of the most difficult places to play all season.
It was very important for the guys to understand that it wasn't about the rivalry, it was about the playoffs.
Sporting KC is the complete underdog. They've lost twice on this field.
It was all about us going in and taking advantage of this opportunity that they worked so hard to get.
The motivation we had to have a win away, it was something unmatched. The way we shocked the whole stadium there, it felt great, and people scored golazos.
And Dembe's coming forward. He has space, and Dembe! A wonderful goal from the unlikeliest source. Voltaire, and in the lead again.
𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐞𝐯.
Oh, what a goal! Polina flicking, Shalloway, and in, and it's 4.
Yo sentí confianza en el equipo cuando terminó el partido allá, que les ganamos 4-1. Sentí esa confianza, sentí eso, cada uno de mis compañeros como convencidos, ¿no? de que no era un equipo invencible, pero que nosotros, yo creo que ahí nos dimos cuenta el gran equipo que somos, los grandes jugadores que tenemos, y yo en verdad estaba tranquilo que haciéndoles también un buen partido en casa podíamos avanzar a la semifinal.
Logan's goal for me was probably the loudest I've heard the stadium.
He strikes and he scores! Logan Dembe has his second professional goal in his second straight playoff game!
I think we've proved that you can never count us out. I don't think there's many teams could be in the situation we were in and turn it around the way we did.
Now Johnny Russell, Keena's in the middle. Keena might be behind. A Shalloway as well. Keena, Shalloway!
I think we've shown that we deserve to be where we are. I don't think anyone can take that away from us.
We've done something extraordinary, and I think making playoffs and getting to where we are now is an accomplishment by itself, and that's not the right mentality because we want more, but I couldn't have been happier in the moment because now Kansas and Missouri are blue.
It's over! Sporting Kansas City does it! A sweep of their rivals in round 1, the 8th seed on to the conference semis!
We're the only lower seed to make it out of the first round of the playoffs. We're going to the Lions' Den in Houston. It's going to be a very difficult game, but I think we're up for the challenge.
Beating or advancing past St. Louis is something that is very, very positive just because of how quality of a group they are. But at this moment, we haven't accomplished anything, and we need to go in with that mentality that if we're going to keep advancing, we have to keep improving each game. We have to play better in each game, and we got to have our best game in the last game.
And no one has ever done what we have done, that not winning for 10 games and then making the playoffs, and it's just still one of those moments that we just look at each other and what is really going on right now? Like, how far can we go? Like, what is actually in the books for us here?
I think the lows taught us good lessons, and even the highs, we would be in good form and we'd take a loss, but we'd learn. And I think everything that's happened this season was for a reason and got us where we are now for the better.